Welcome back to another Cooking with Shotgun Red, and I'm Sheila.
I'm Jennifer.
And today we got a recipe which is a pork tenderloin with
a brown sugar balsamic glaze.
I'm glad you said that, not me.
No, we were saying, who's going to say that?
Not me.
I couldn't remember it earlier, but it's delicious.
That's like that's your word. Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire?
Yeah, you got the Worcestershire and I got the sauce.
Sauce, yeah, exactly. But it's tough, but this is good stuff.
Yes. So this has been sitting out for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
get room temperature.
And already trimmed up all the fat.
Yeah, you got to get all the fat off of it because that would make it tough, and you want to be able to let the stuff that we're putting on it soak in, so it's important to get that fat off.
It is.
So the first thing we're going to do is season the meat. So we've got a teaspoon of pepper, and we've got a teaspoon of garlic salt, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're just going to dump those in the bowl. We're going to mix all that together, and so we can do a rub on this meat. Yeah, just mix it up, and then we're just going to sprinkle some on there and just rub it all into the meat, and we're going to do both sides. And you just want to make sure that that meat is completely coated. And we've got a cast iron skillet back here heating up already, and we're going to sear this meat in some olive oil. Yeah, this is about a 3 to 3.5 pound pork tenderloin, so there you go. And just kind of rub it all in there, work it into the meat. Okay, so I'm going to put this right in that cast iron skillet. And that's a big pork tenderloin right there. And so what we want to do is we just want to make sure we get that seared on both sides. And then we're going to use the same oil to make our sauce. We're going to flip this over. It's nice and brown. Doesn't that look good?
It looks real good.
Sear this other side over here. And it takes about 6 to 10 minutes depending on how hot your stove is to make sure that it gets nice and brown and seared on both sides. Okay, so once we have this seared on both sides, we're going to remove the pork loin from the pan so that we can make the sauce in the drippings.
1/2 cup of balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
And then 5 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Okay. Some brown sugar.
Brown sugar, 1 cup.
1 cup of brown sugar. And I'm using a fork here just to make sure I get all that chunks out of there. Okay.
And 1 cup of water.
1 cup of water. Okay. And we've got some ketchup here. Tablespoon of ketchup.
Right.
And so we're just going to mix all that up in the drippings.
Then next you'll have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
And that will help thicken it up. So once you get that completely, make sure everything's mixed together, the brown sugar is dissolved. You can take a little bit of that corn starch and it'll help thicken up the sauce. Once all of that is dissolved, we're just going to take and put that pork loin back in to the pan, and then we're just going to take some of this yummy sauce we just made and baste all over the pork loin before we put it in the oven. And you don't have to take it out of this pan, it can just stay right in this pan. And we may do this a couple more times while it's in the oven, maybe halfway through, and maybe again right at the very end we'll baste it again to make sure that we got all that yummy. Wait till you taste the sauce. It's really, really good. We just sampled a little bit, didn't we, Sheila?
We did. It's awesome.
All right, we're going to put this in the oven. It's been preheated to 375, and maybe check it about 30 minutes and baste it again. We want to make sure that we get the internal temperature to at least 140 degrees, and we'll test that. So we just got this out of the oven and we basted it about 25 minutes in. It was on 375 degrees. Right. And then we basted it one more time. We wanted to make sure that internal temperature was at 140 degrees, and it was. And so then we took it out and we let it rest for about 10 minutes.
And we rested. We took a nap.
That's right. Sheila and I hit the recliners and took a nap while it was in there.
Well, it's can rest. We can rest.
That's right. So it looks really good. And, you know, the sauce and everything you can put on it afterwards as well. So I'm going to cut into this and we're just going to see what this looks like.
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just put a piece on your plate there.
Okay.
Doesn't that look great? I'll put one on mine. You want one, another one? Or you want two?
I can always do two.
Okay. That looks really good.
Makes it light.
Yeah, you can take some of this sauce.
Put it over your rice.
Yeah, you want some on the rice?
Yeah, put some on the rice.
That would flavor the rice. Doesn't that look good? Yummy.
You pretty much can drink this stuff.
I know, it's really, really good. Are you ready to try it?
Yes.
All right, let's try it. And it's tender.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That is great. Mm-hmm. Definitely a keeper.
This would be really good for any occasion.
Any occasion.
Hungry for one.
Sheila, tired and hungry. Two good reasons to eat.
That's a great occasion.
Well, thanks again for watching our show and liking and sharing.
And subscribing.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook,
Twitter,
and Instagram, and
any
any of those things. We enjoy you guys coming over and visiting with us. Like we said, make sure you join our free membership at shotgunred.com because we've got some really exciting things coming up. We hope you enjoy this as much as we enjoy doing it, and thanks again. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red.
Bye.
Bye. We're going to flip that over.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for me to flip that over?
No.
She's waiting for me to flip that over. I can't talk and flip meat at the same time. Way too complicated this afternoon. Anyway, so you'll want to join our membership.
Plus, I was that all about.
She's making fun of me today. We've been laughing at each other all day, so.
Let me get these green beans down right quick.
Okay, go ahead. She's hungry. She's like, enough of that. Let's just go. So she's like, let's eat dinner.
Well, that's She, and Jen, them two girls having too much fun. We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.